Hi, my name's Anjali and I'm a climate communication specialist with West Coast Environmental Law. At West Coast Environmental Law, we are working on an initiative called Climate Law in Our Hands, which aims to kickstart a conversation about who's responsible for climate change and who should be paying the costs of climate impacts. The first response when you talk to people about climate change is, yeah, we're all responsible for creating this crisis together. We as individuals have our lifestyle choices and our consumer dollar as our primary tools with which to lower our carbon footprint and to mitigate climate change. And when we talk to people about this, we encountered a lot of guilt, pervasive guilt, because people feel like they're never doing enough. It's a question of privilege. We don't all have equal access to green alternatives and to low carbon alternatives. We can't all afford to drive an electric vehicle. We can't all afford the green fixes that are out there. I think this is a tremendously disempowering narrative because it takes the spotlight off the more systemic causes of the issue. We know that 90 fossil fuel entities, just 90, have created almost 2/3 of global emissions. And we know that the companies have deceived the public for decades about climate science. They've strived to undercut the price of alternatives, of renewable energy. They've continued to embed themselves as our primary source of energy so that now we all live in a fossil fuel economy. And so at West Coast Environmental Law, we're working with BC communities to get them to have a conversation about how climate change is impacting their region of BC and their community, and then to demand accountability from the fossil fuel industry for their fair share of those costs. Because we know it's never been legal to knowingly destroy lives and livelihoods, and yet that's exactly what the industry's done for decades, and it's time to hold them accountable.